Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. So in the last episode we opened up the international gates over here and we do need to clean this up a little bit. What I did in between episodes is I just kind of finished off this area over here. Well, it's not finished off, I still need to do some seating and stuff, but there's more capacity now for passengers to be dropped off, picked up and the likes. I've also cleaned this area up a little bit in terms of flooring and seating and some facilities. Probably a few plants in here too still, but I think it looks pretty good. I do like this area going through here. What I did want to do is add a bit of a staff room for our guys. See, there they go. People are actually getting out over there. And then what? And then coming upstairs through that access point. That is quite an interesting little option there. Now, what I wanted to do is just probably do a nice, large kind of staff room that is inclusive of a bit of a bathroom. So I think that set up through there probably going to be about right. Let's pause it because we might have people get stuck. What I'll do is I'll just put an access doorway like this in place. We'll put a bit of a bathroom. Kind of in here somewhere, and probably what we can do is we can split into two separate bathrooms for male and female. So let's do a couple of small bathrooms there. I believe that should be good. So let's quickly have a look at the bathroom stuff. There we go. That should work. Yeah, that should work nicely. That should work nicely. That should work as well. Let's get ourselves the staff room set up here. That's all good as well. Now let's make sure to get a bit of a carpeted floor in here. While that will probably remain concrete, we may do a bit of a carpet flooring. Yeah, probably just something like that. Run a bit of a carpet through here. And even there we go. And we will need to do some tiles in the bathroom, of course. And yeah, that should do the trick. I want to add a little bit more here. There we go. So that should be fine. In terms of this, let's just get ourselves set up here. So what it'll probably be a little something like this. Yeah, we'll just do two of them there and do a bit of that, get us a bit of a hand dryer going on, and add a bin or something. I think a bin is probably good. There we go. So now that doesn't really matter. It's either or, apart from the fact that needs to be staff only. Staff only, either or. So there we go. That's pretty good. Now, in terms of this area here, we will need to provide some seating. What I thought we may do is just run a little bit of seating up this way, just the standard stuff there. And then I was also after a little bit of these kind of working desk setups maybe here. If we do that, that's okay. I think that will kind of do the trick. That should be sufficient. We can provide ourselves with a little bit of these vending machines over here also. Now we will probably need to isolate who is going to be able to use this facility. Not there, but maybe there. There we go. So I think that's looking pretty good. Bit of a bathroom going on. We could actually, for the sake of it, have a bit of a window through there so people can actually see what is going on within the bay. Yeah, so if I do that, people can actually see what's going on there, and they can go and support it if they need to go and support it. And we can actually make it look nice and add a bit of a plant, a couple of plants in here too, there and there. And that should do the trick, right? I think that's sufficient. Who's actually sparked here? These are the variety of different people. But anyway, as we provide more facilities, things should work a little bit better. Put much more in on the other side. Yeah, but anyway, I think it works okay. I think that works okay. Now, so that's a bit better. Who do we not want in here? Let's, well, we don't want any of these guys. Yeah, none of this. Administrators, really? It's really all these guys that we want to provide access there. We'll leave the administrators in there for now. But the rest of that, all good. Okay, all good. This should all be working. Of course, there's a fair bit of stuff that we still need to do here, back at the 1 million mark. And I believe, just have a look. Yeah, our zones should be okay. We shouldn't be having any difficulties with our zones, though. Interestingly enough, maybe what we need to do is just remove the international zone like so. Yeah, I think that's... Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that and see if that continues to work or not work. We should be able to accommodate a fair few people through here. I would like us to run some moving walkways at some point, and I think we can also add some additional contracts now. Yeah, it's pretty clear that we're not quite filling up on the international flights, so let's get ourselves an additional contract to add. So if we want to offered contract and we want to filter by airline, we can't. We have to have a look at the renegotiations as well. So if we go, who's going to be Skyfly? Maybe let's grab Skyfly. I'll go and grab Skyfly, and so hopefully they'll add us a bit of capacity through there. Just the one for now, and we'll see if Skyfly is going to add a bit more. Now, how did this side go? It was pretty tight. We had the two facilities in there, but that's okay. I can probably do the walkways. Let's quickly add the walkways to the mix here. Where did we go? I think the walkways went straight up. Oh, actually on the other side there. So this channelization, I think it's the same width as the other side. It just looks a little bit different. So if we go moving walkways on the airport side of things, was it medium? No, we were doing the small ones. So something like that. There we go. Try and funnel that nicely. Oh, you know what? We need to separate into terminals. Let's do that. As soon as I've placed all of these. There we go. So that should give us at least the exit channel working a little bit better. We need way more seating. I'm not too fond of how this thing looks now. Might change the flooring because of it. And I wanted to run the other one in here. So we could, at the very least, add some more seating. So let's quickly grab and add a little bit more seating. So if we're saying, oh, yeah. If we're saying that should work. Adds a little bit more seating there. Let's fix our secure and international zones here. That wasn't actually set up that way. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can expand, but we'll have to mess around over here. So we'll keep an eye on this. I think this is working pretty well. Now, terminal building. So create a terminal area. Enables dividing the airport into separate areas independent from each other. Allows designation of employees and service vehicles to only carry out work within a designated terminal area. So, probably should have done this earlier, but what I'll do now is I will say this area is going to be one terminal. Okay. What is that saying? Public transport. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, that's fine. What we'll do is we will designate that over like so. Signed vehicles. Okay, we'll keep a look out for that. Why is... Oh, hang on. Now, let's pause it while we quickly set this up. So let's do a similar thing. Over here. And what we'll do is we'll add that in the mix there. Okay, so now there's a fair bit of stuff that's set up into different terminals. Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. And if we go downstairs, just want to make sure that this is in fact included in... Well, maybe let's just do that. I'm kind of tempted to remove a little bit of this up to, say, there. Right, and we can also then remove that section. And I believe, yeah, that should be all good. Now we've got two terminals. It's got public transport facilities. Both of them have got the same amount of public transport facilities. It's got 11 stands and 6 stands in Terminal 2, 24... What is this? I'm not sure what that is. Check-in desk, 24 check-in desks, baggage bay, a service vehicle parking... And what is this saying? Assigned vehicle service vehicles assigned to a terminal will only perform jobs and find within the terminal's border. Okay, so let's quickly, before we unpause, so this is vehicle terminal 2. So let's just say B vehicles. I think that's going to be okay. And that'll be T2. Let's just add that to the mix, T2 there, B vehicles T2, and this is going to be A vehicles. We've got multiples, right? Or just the one? I think just the one to start with. A vehicles T1. Okay, so what we need to do now is quickly go to our vehicles and reassign them from the one side to the other side. Oh, there's another one up there, and any extra ones can kind of park over there. So let's quickly go to the vehicles and quickly sort this thing out. So now we see things are assigned, unassigned. So this one seems to... So let's get 2 of them assigned to 1, 2. Okay, that's actually working not bad. Okay, so now that should work. That's cleaning trucks. So we've got cleaning trucks sorted out. Airport Police Station 2, unassigned. Really? Why is this unassigned? Anyway, we'll come back to that. Airport Shuttle Bus needs to be assigned to this facility here, T1. Similarly with that one, needs to be assigned there to T1. The emergency response, not an issue. Now, here we've got a few of these guys. So let's assign at least 2 of them over there. Probably at least 3 of them over there, and then the rest we'll assign to this side. So we can actively now manage what we're doing here. So now we've got catering trucks. We'll do 2 and 2 again. 1, 2, and then 1 and 2. We're not going to worry about that for the time being. This one is going to be assigned up there. Thank you. And just anyway, we can go back and rename that later. Then now we need to assign a few to different places. So we'll do 1, 2, I think 3 to be assigned here, and then we'll do 2 on the other side. 1, 2, and now we can better manage these things as well. So let's do 1, 2 over here, and 1, 2. Well, we'll do 3 and 3 then. And that one, and the service car can go in here as well. Okay, now these need to be assigned appropriately. So how many of these do we have? Stair trucks. Oh, the stair trucks needs to be assigned over here, basically. That's okay. And now we've got 4, 8, 12, 13, 14 of them. So that's 7 on the side. Obviously, we've got more stands to the other one. So I'll just do only 6 to the first, to this one. 1. Oh, that's out of space. No, not out of space. Hang on. Let's just do this is GA vehicles. GA. Is it GA vehicles? I don't think it's GA vehicles, but let's call it GA vehicles for the time being. So, oops, no, don't do that. And just pop in here, back to vehicles quickly. So these needs to be assigned. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of them. Okay, and then the rest needs to go to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's some extra ones as well, another 4. So we're going to have 8 on this side. I do wonder if we've got we're probably out of space here. Okay, that thing I think is really busy. We'll keep an eye on it. So that's a vehicle, as vehicles being assigned. So they should all effectively now work, and we shouldn't have issues. And there's a bit of a distance in traveling for those cleaning and catering things, but we'll keep going. For the time being, things look okay. These guys are walking wherever they want. Okay, and we probably need yet another contract as well. What is this? This is Skyfly going up. People are popping out, running through there. Yeah, not bad. And what I wanted to do is probably add a little bit of a... Actually, no. Extend it this way, that way, and that way. There we go. So now there's a bit of a queue there for people who want to do that. We do the same thing on this side. We'll add a little bit of a queue here. There we go. So there's a bit of a queue on that side too. People who want to speak to the security officer instead of using the electronic one. For the most part, that should all be okay. There's a very automated airport. At least the elements of it that can be automated. So that's pretty good. Now, what I wanted to do is see about getting our walkways running in the other direction. We'll probably need another contract as well. So let's see if I think we're doing that. I think that is a very good way of doing it. There. There we go, and there we go. Excellent. So now we've got our moving walkways in place. I do wonder about the flooring. Moving walkways are in place, so I can quickly do the rest of the copying here. Need to do a little bit of windows as well. So that one, do that one. There and over there. Excellent. So now we've got a fair bit of seating available, at least. We'll see about seating on the other side. But one of the things that I thought would be quite interesting is if we had drop downs here to go into lounges. I think that's kind of I thought that would be pretty cool. So then we can actually allocate some areas to lounges. So my thinking around this, and we need to make sure, before we do that, we need to, we don't need to do the lounges at the bottom, right? We could actually use the bottom for something else. Right, we don't need to use the bottom for lounges, but we could use it for lounges. But at least this is looking pretty good. What else did we have on this side? So, of course, probably more facilities just in general. Let's just get an extra contract because I think we can now start running slightly more things. And let's need to go and have a look at the accepted contracts, which is a plenty for renegotiation. So Edwards Bay, if we're going to negotiate Edwards Bay, we want to get our medium flights up a little bit higher. Something happened. I'll have a look at that now. Is it paused? Let's pause the game while we quickly do this. So that, okay, so let's move a little bit of this stuff in here. I think that should work. So let's send that offer. Accepted. Excellent. That was a pretty good one for us. Coast to coast. Let's negotiate that one. That should also work. Excellent. Let's get out of here. Okay, now Forest Air. Forest Air is already up a bit higher. Let's see about popping it up. Ooh, that they don't want to do that. So what we can do, ooh, they really don't want to do that. Yeah, anyway, that's not really good. So let's just leave it there. Yeah, I think, is that, okay, well, let's send that offer. It's been accepted as well. Trinity. Okay, so let's start upping this a little bit. That should be accepted as is. And then let's add a few points of negotiation in there. Excellent. Negotiating up all of our flight costs. Skyfly is new. Allure. Let's update that one. Oh, this is for large flights. Okay. Let's get our medium flights up first. Okay, and send that offer. Excellent. Good stuff. Now, let's grab ourselves an extra one, and then we'll have a look at whatever this emergency is. So what will we do now? Let's grab... Maple is a good one, but maybe let's go with another for Airstrada. Let's go with Airstrada, maybe. I want to get a 5-star one. Let's grab a 5-star one and see what that does. So let's grab an Airstrada, and we'll leave it at that for the time being. Now, go over to our notifications, and we'll see. The recent times flourishing economy has come to an end, and markets in the world are plummeting. We can expect a downturn in passenger aircraft traffic in the near future. That's okay. Let's clear out all of our... What? An area without terminal coverage has unclaimed job tasks, but employees of correct type is assigned to the areas. Okay, that's one thing that we haven't actually done yet. We didn't assign our staff. So if we go to staff, now it doesn't seem we can. Got shifts. HR director is required. Don't we have an HR director? Executives. We don't have an HR director. Doesn't seem to be the case. Well, let's train this one up a little bit. Max trained. And that one. HR director. So let's hire a HR director then. Didn't know we didn't do that. She looks pretty good. He looks pretty good too. Yeah, we'll go with Bishek over here. Slightly cheaper and looks to be pretty similar. So let's go with that. Now shifts. Now we can actually sort out shifts. So we'll come back and have a look at this. But interestingly enough, I don't think we can assign staff. Okay. That's it. Hang on. I don't think I've ever. So if we just go by all staff, right? I can't actually assign a staff member. These are administrators. If we go to passenger service, We can't assign them anywhere, right? I go here, you're working the information. You're assigned to Terminal 1. Ah, okay. An area without terminal coverage as unclaimed job tasks with no employees of the correct type is assigned to the area. Okay, so what the issue is, and I believe the issue is if we go to the terminal plan, this area, right? Okay, and you know what I'll do? I'm just going to extend how should I extend this? I'm just going to extend that over there. And what I'll do is I'll extend this one over here, and we'll extend that like so. And then we'll probably need to extend this one as well. So that will definitely be Terminal 1. So let's just make sure that this is all claimed for Terminal 1. Through here. There we go. So they're not touching. That should be okay. That one's not assigned. This one will be assigned to Terminal 1. Yeah, okay. Let's just assign it to Terminal 1 and make sure we've got it all sorted. Unclaimed. Okay, that's okay. Let's see if that works out for us. I'm hoping that that'll resolve that concern there. Okay, I think that did in fact do that. Got our vehicles and stuff. We don't see any big issues here. What's happening with our flight monitor? Everything is working pretty smoothly, I think. A little bit slow on the catering. If you wanted catering, don't know if you always want. That guy's late. He's 7. Let's quickly go to this flight. A1. Oh, A1 is taxiing, so it's already on the way out. Okay. Okay. Maybe that was all that it needed. It didn't actually want catering services. Yeah, the monitor is looking pretty good. So we are sorting ourselves out pretty nicely. Let's have a quick look at the flight monitor. The flight planner, sorry. We can get a few more flights through here, I think. Yeah, on the international side of things, we certainly can get a bit more. Money is starting to pop up. What is our airport rating? Almost up at the 90%. We'll probably need to start having a look at how that works. Here we go. We're starting to see a little bit of a queue building with regards to security. And so I would like to go into the second stage of Terminal 2 to be able to provide that access. This is all just planned. There's nothing actually built there. Interesting. So some of the things that we need to do here is lounges. We need to do lounges. We need to do retail. We need to do some other bits and pieces. Yeah, lounges and stores, and yeah, that's really about it, isn't it? And we need some proper staff facilities. But anyway, that's for the time being. That's probably going to be okay. If I wanted to do this, right? If I wanted to grab that will give us a little bit of room. Still, I think that's okay. Let's do this. So we'll have a little bit of space here. We could still do the drop downs. That's not a problem. Passengers and employees having trouble leaving the airport due to lack of available transit structures. Build subway stations. Yeah, it's because we don't have a subway link to. We don't yet have a subway link to this one. To this terminal. Yeah, can I remove it? I wanna actually remove the terminal. I wanna remove this. If that is unlinked, I'm assuming everybody can use it. Alternatively, I'll have to do something else. Anyway, so there's a bit of a queue going on here. I don't think we're seeing anybody from... Need some lights out here as well. Let's add a few while we're having a look at this. Yeah, these queues are a little extreme. I'm glad they're giving you this message, though. So what did we do in terms of this stuff? And I can't actually copy it, right? Hold left shift to copy rooms, drag and copy and paste. I don't think... Oh, we can. Oh, why didn't I want to... Okay, so if we do a bit of this, provide some lighting, something needs to leave. We do exactly the same thing. Yeah, we did exactly the same thing. There. So that should provide some lighting for this area at least. Okay, there we go. So now that's looking a little bit better. Look, well, it seems like we've sorted that out. Yeah, this doesn't... It seems to be a bit of an issue here, doesn't it? Okay, I will add it back to the terminal. I don't... it seems like facilities that you're not adding to the terminal does become a bit of a challenge. And now the question is, do we... How do we rush that facility? But yeah, so it's giving us a bit of an error for that. So potentially what we need to do is... And maybe what I'll do is I'll have a little bit of a temporary facility in here. So let's grab a temporary subway facility. We'll do that, and it's definitely temporary. I'm going to move it to the other spot. So let's just do that for the time being, and that should resolve that issue. So now we've got that sorted out. So these guys have got their stuff going on. So now that should help us out a fair bit. All good. I think that's looking reasonable. We can certainly provide some other facilities. So I'm thinking like a retail. A diner, or a, what is it, the franchise, a retail, a franchise, a bathroom, a retail, a franchise, and a bathroom. And then the idea would be that we could run a few of our what are they called, lounges downstairs. I thought the idea would be something like this. What am I missing? Security officer shortage, really? It's probably allocation, right? Shouldn't be a shortage. The idea is that we do this kind of thing. Yeah, that provides us a drop down over here, which we can then result into little individual lounges. The alternative, yeah, would be to spin it around that way. Yeah, that's definitely not going to work. Spin it around that way. Yeah, but it's still, and then you have a bit of a lounge right in the front of the plane. Yeah, but it will cause interesting little things in here. So we'll go and plan that out in like the next episode. Where we start working on what this terminal is going to look like. These are now operational and should see us generate a fair bit of income. But yeah, absolutely, I think we've got it sorted out now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. We will slowly progress the construction of our airport, planning and the construction of our airport. For now, I'm liking it. It's pretty good. Lots of capacity. Lots of room, good wide taxiways and the likes. So guys, if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave your comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.